What's up YouTube, it's your boy JP back at it again with another video. Alright, so today I want to be talking to you guys about like the Marvel Collector's Edition, how we're receiving our books. I know we made a video a few months ago showcasing you guys how we're receiving it and all that stuff. And today I just want to reiterate on what we've been going through, especially other retailers as well, because it's still an ongoing problem that hasn't been resolved. So real quick, for those of you guys who just started collecting and stuff like that, Marvel did switch over to a different distributor called RandomHouse. They used to be shipped by Diamond, so now they got a new partnership with Penguin, and it's not been going too well lately. So for example, I'll show you guys some stuff down here. We've been receiving a lot of our Marvel shipments through UPS if they don't if they're not received by a freight. So for example, all our UPS shipments, majority of them, they always come damaged, beat up, like the boxes and stuff like that. And these are not like cheap shipments. These are like, I mean, cheap books. They're like they retail at $125. So we have customers with high expectations. You know, they want to receive their books perfectly because they paid a lot of money. And if you buy through me, you're gonna get a discount. But like local comic book shops, brick and mortar stores, they have to sell it for retail price because that's how they could, you know, keep their store open. Now a lot of stores are fortunate to sell online and stuff like that because they started through brick and mortar, so they need all the profit that they can get. But if we're receiving stuff like this, so for example, look at, so sometimes a lot of Marvel books or cases get destroyed during shipment, and UPS repackages them in just whatever box they can, and literally this is how it was packed. So you see it like this, you know, this is like, it's just, there's no packaging or anything, they just chunk it in here. Like a lot of our books come damaged, and like there's really nothing we can do about this but like, you know, submit claims, refunds and all that. But like as a whole in the industry, especially when we receive new customers, because we've been getting thousands and thousands of new customers every single month. We just started last year, so that's cool. But like as a first time buying experience for a lot of customers, they just come into a website or go into the store, they're like, hey, I want to get some books, and they see like how the books are, and they're like, wow, this retailer, these people suck because they don't take care of the books. But in all honesty, they don't know what's been going on in the industry, and unfortunately not a lot of people care. You know, as a buyer, all you want to do is just get your stuff in whatever condition that you want it and just move on. You know, we don't want to hear the backstory, or a lot of people don't want to hear the backstory of like what's been going on back and forth. They just want their goods, right? So like, so imagine how many customers that come into like local comic book shops, different online sites and all that, and just buy stuff and then receive like crappy books or crappy packing, or not even receive their books at all because we have to submit claims and returns and all that, and it just gives them a bad experience. And when one person gets a bad experience, they're gonna tell all their friends and family and all that, and they're like, hey, you guys shouldn't buy from them because they suck. But they don't know the full story, and unfortunately they probably never will. So that's what we've been dealing with right now. And also the support with Penguin Random House is not doing so well either. We filed so many claims and so many returns and stuff like that. Like I have cases along this wall right here. I'll show you guys real quick. Like 8 cases along this wall that's already packed, prepped, and ready to go back to Penguin because they're like, yeah, we'll do a call tag and we'll get returned. We'll give you a refund as soon as it's returned to the warehouse. But like these been sitting here since November. I went through 3 reps, right? 3 reps, and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of it. But it's just never taken care of. It's always a bunch of empty promises, you know, and that's not what we do in our line of business. And when we say we're gonna do something, we get it done, not give a bunch of empty promises to make you feel happy, right? So this is my dilemma. So right now, you know, this is what we're dealing with, and it's only for certain titles that ship through UPS, like Conan, Alien, stuff like that doesn't get a lot of orders. But stuff like Ultimate Spider-Man, Thor, all those really big titles, we're gonna receive it through a freight. So when we receive it by a freight, it's gonna be, you know, like this. There's not gonna be really damage in the transit, so you're gonna be okay with that. But when we get books like this, like Aliens and like just smaller titles, they're gonna be shipped through UPS. Right, so unfortunately we won't be able to take returns and exchanges at this time because it's just costing us so much money just to like have it shipped back and forth. So for example, we have a lot of high maintenance collectors, so like we want people that want to exchange because like wrinkles like this. You know, if wrinkles like this bothers you, and like small little dents and stuff like this that bothers you, if this bothers you, then to be honest, I can only recommend finding another retailer at this time, going to your local comic book shop to see if they have a better that is in better condition, because this is out of our control. We can't really do anything about this except for voice our opinion. But if we receive books like this, we're not going to ship it to you. You know, we're going to return this. Like, this must be like this slanted, it's like all messed up. That's how all the books look like in that corner that I showed you. But if you see like little tiny nits and things like here, this is honestly, all right. And so the only other thing that we can do is just order it again, and it's not guaranteed that this next order is gonna be well, because look, it ships through UPS. Like, there's nothing we can do except for like pray that it's gonna be shipped better. And like, I gave them feedback a while ago. I don't have it on me, but for example, what Diamond does when they ship their stuff is they have a bigger outer box and they put the printer box inside. So for example, let's take this one. For example, they'll get this case right here. They'll stick it inside a double wall box, and they just put paper. You know, a $3 solution to fix damage, like to, you know, make sure our packages arrive much safer than just putting a shipping label on these and just praying that it, you know, praying that it arrives without any damages. So I gave them that suggestion. They haven't been doing anything about that. So the only other thing I could suggest for you guys that are following me, for the audience and stuff like that, is to share this with your friends, your family, other collectors and stuff like that. Just spread the message and just let everybody know, because maybe somebody in the higher up, somebody in Marvel, somebody in Penguin Random House will actually look at this video, see the feedback instead of just looking at the feedback and just putting off to the side and doing other stuff. Because our goal is to give you guys the best quality products and like the best experience possible. But we can't really do much with this. But maybe you guys can. You guys can help us out. You can help the retailers. You can help us, all the other retailers, all the comic book shops. Give us a voice. Share this to everybody and let them know, and just let Marvel know what's been going on. Get this stuff fixed, because it's been going on ever since October, and it shouldn't take months to fix this problem. Like, it should only take a matter of a few days to just get another box, put it in there, and then ship it out. Because, like, for instance, one case like this, it's like 5 books right here, all retail for $125, right? So 5 books, $125. That's $655 of damage and claims, and we're getting hundreds of damage cases. So imagine like Penguin and all them receiving, like, they had to refund and do claims for hundreds and millions of dollars worth of damage and stuff like that. And all they had to do is just put it inside a different box. $3 solution. That's all we're asking. So a few other things that I forgot to mention. For example, especially when it comes to release dates, sometimes us retailers, or me specifically, I've been having problems receiving my books on the release date. Sometimes they're like delayed another week or so, only because we have like freight carriers that can't deliver it to us on time. Or like recently with our Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 1 Standard Edition, like all of them have been marked as shipped, but there has been no movement at all. So they shipped off maybe like 39 boxes, right? So we received 29 out of 39, and we're just missing 10 cases of our Fantastic Four Volume 1. I don't know if we're gonna receive it or not, but like there's just so many other things that's going on in the industry right now, receiving title delays and all this thing. So please be patient with us, with other retailers, not that, because in all honesty, I see a lot of posts and threads and people complaining, well, these retailers suck, all these, these places suck, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna go over there. But in all honesty, it's not the retailer's fault. They're just doing they're just working with what they can work with, honestly. So please be patient when it comes to Marvel titles and stuff like that. We're trying our best to accommodate everything, but there's just so much that we can control. And I also unboxed, you know, a majority of our aliens omnibus and stuff like that. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like when we unbox those damages, and why why it takes a while for us to, you know, ship them or process it and whatnot. So, you know, this is the majority of our shipments of aliens. It looks like this. We were supposed to have, I think, 50. So, you know, only 6 came undamaged, or like, you know, with barely anything. But like, I'm trying to put this camera down. My workers went back home because it's 5 o'clock. I'm just, you know, settling and getting everything done for tomorrow. But yeah, like, you know, it comes like this. Dust jacket's wrinkled, paper's torn up, because there's no protection when you get our stuff. So when you like look at this, you know, corner damage is here. Just the book itself is just jacked up, and like, if you think about it, this is very wasteful, especially like for those who are like eco-friendly and stuff like that. Like, you know, books take a lot of paper, and like, you know, this is a lot of paper. And what are we gonna do with this? We're gonna send it back. They're probably gonna destroy it or whatever. So it's just very wasteful on that, and these preventative measures that, you know, that could have been taken if the feedback was actually, you know, looked at. If you guys find this helpful, let me know. If this message, you know, resonated with you guys, share it with all your friends, stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.